What's up, you guys? Welcome to part 3 of my Let's Play of Doki Doki Literature Club. Nothing, scary has happened yet. I know it's a horror game and it gets really dark. All that's happened so far where I left off is I'm romancing Yuri, and a cat fight happened between Natsuki and Yuri. And then went home, I made another poem, and that's where I left off. So like always, I'm just going to continue right where I left off in the last video, so let's just get right on into it. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh, what was her voice? Hi, Dom! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we just take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. She broke! She was trying to cop some food! I can see I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Tom to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Facts! And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit. Oh, fuck, that's his voice. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh! Who just got smacked? Gah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What? Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. What? Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? She's so dumb! Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Cheese! Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Suri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookies in one hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Suri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Oh! Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mouthful, Suri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes! Monika, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh! Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Dom. Monika smiles sweetly. She's... I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book than the one we were reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. How big is this closet if Yuri just if Natsuki just chills in there, and Yuri goes in there and looks for a tea set? Like, can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Uh, we're just... Yuri was gonna go make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Woo! Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Dom in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Now let's go, Dom. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Ooh. She put her in her place. Manners. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Dom, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. Aww! But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? A friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Dom, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. This mood music I'm loving! Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Dom, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Dom. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Dom, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I'll do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit together against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Oh, she making a move! She just slid in the DMs. Ah! How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Ooh, don't do that. Consent is important. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs, fumble with the chocolate wrapper, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Ooh, close-up of the face. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. Is he gonna try to feed her some chocolate? Oh! I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Oh, okay. Then I take another chocolate. Oh! And I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth! Oh, he's making moves! Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. That way she has a piece of chocolate there. Oh, that's not her voice. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Was she embarrassed? She's flustered. Dom? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. Oh! Okay, Yuri! Okay, Yuri! I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus right now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Oh! Oh! How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Oh, she's breathing heavily. She's getting heated. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. This is getting heated. Okay, everyone. Oh, Monica to the rescue. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Dom, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Good, because I was getting a bit much. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. We're gonna save Yuri for last, because we just had a moment. We're gonna go, you know what? We're gonna go same order as we did last time. Sayori first. Come on, bestie. Ooh! I like this one, Dom. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you wind up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you like something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And makes a nice, happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Dom. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come in my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each other and to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. But, they're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Ooh. Oh. Based on this poem, I feel like Sayori feels she's the person who has to make everyone happy. No matter, like, if they're down, she feels like it's her responsibility to pick them up. And that's not always a good thing, because that can be very draining on someone. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who's next? Natsuki! She's not gonna like it. Well, no, she did like a few. She did like a few of the words I picked, so maybe she'll enjoy it a little more. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Oh, come on, girl! Few what? I don't know. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You can say that we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem.
Here.
I love her handwriting because she just writes regular and it's neat. That's so horrible because I should be able to read like script and stuff. But yeah. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What? What? You judgmental word I'm not gonna say.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can just explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being.
Oh, so maybe she was writing that to just show how stupid other people can be. Okay.
Like anyone would...
Okay, good.
Like anyone who would agree on the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
There we go. So she was just... Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you.
She likes manga. She's afraid people feel that way about her liking manga. Specifically, and probably the other club members.
But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy?
Yes, Natsuki, that is a fact.
I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I can relate to that too, being a theater kid. Because in school, that was seen as the weird thing. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I wanted to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Monica!
Hi again, Dom. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that.
As long as it's not going bad.
I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
Oh! I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Uh-huh. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that? You must be pretty into her.
You're completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last one.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. I hate math. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me? Save me, load me? Oh no. I don't get it, whatever. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be as abstract as a physical expression of the feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? Did she just break the fourth wall? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this a tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright you guys, that's all for this video. If you're enjoying it, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I really would appreciate it. I am enjoying the game so far. It's really cute. Nothing dark or major has happened yet. The only weird thing is that Monica just kind of broke the fourth wall. But besides that, it's a good game. I'm excited to see where it goes. A new video should be out shortly, like always. So until then, I'll catch you all later.